Okay, Washington. Finally, time to talk about Dwayne Haskins. I tweeted on Sunday, so before they released last year's number 15 overall pick, Dwayne Haskins, I tweeted. I said I wouldn't be surprised if Dwayne Haskins is out of the league as early as next year. And some people were like, "Are you crazy? Like he was a first round pick last year." And then the next day, whoa, they released him. Goes unclaimed on waivers. And there's teams that are looking to sign him, and he might end up on a practice squad or whatever. But there's a lot going on here with Dwayne Haskins. So I liked the pick. I shredded the Giants for taking Daniel Jones and passing on Dwayne Haskins. At the end of the day, I don't think it's going to matter all that much. I don't think either of those guys are franchise quarterbacks, honestly. Jones is obviously better than Haskins, and the Giants did a good job to take Jones over Haskins. I don't know if they did a good job to take Jones, period, end of sentence. But, I liked him. He was a good, smart quarterback. His processor looked really good at Ohio State, but that's the problem. That's the problem is it's Ohio State's offense. Everything's manufactured there. Wide open receivers, easy first reads. But he did some nice things. I like the way he was able to get rid of the ball. He was about to get sacked. And because he wasn't an elite quarterback, he was really good at putting the ball in specific spots to not get intentional grounding, but to put the ball where he could avoid sacks. It was a rare trait that he had that reminded me a lot of Tom Brady, just that one trait. And it just showed good game awareness, and that was something I really liked about him. He was accurate. He has a good arm. I thought he was a good quarterback prospect. I thought he could be a Kirk Cousins type of pocket passing quarterback. And maybe he still can, but here's the thing with Haskins that me, YouTuber, draft analysis, could not evaluate, and that was the character, where he clearly has issues. He's not a drug addict. He's not an alcoholic. He's not a bad person. I think he's a fun dude. I think he is a nice guy, and I'm rooting for him. I'm absolutely rooting for him. I hope someone picks him up, and I hope he has a great career. But he does not take this thing seriously. Last year, the first red flag comes up. Actually, that's not true. Urban Meyer did not vouch for this guy, his former coach at Ohio State. He didn't vouch for him. Last year, Gruden didn't like him from day one. He's like, I don't like this guy. It was a personal thing. But again, at that point, you're still willing to say, give the quarterback the benefit of the doubt. Then he's out there when the game's still going on. He's like taking selfies with guys in the stands, and they had to scramble to find the backup quarterback to kneel the game out. That's the first sign where you're like, this guy is not invested in the team. He's not taking this seriously. He comes out, shows no development over the offseason. He still stinks to start the year. He gets benched. They end up having to play him because of injuries. He gets to start against Seattle. And in the middle of a pandemic, where we saw in training camp on Hard Knocks, a team released a player because he snuck a girlfriend into the dorms. This is a year where you have to take every little step seriously, especially a Washington team that's in a playoff race. If he gets it, he comes to practice the next day, doesn't know he has it, he could have given it to Terry McLaurin, could have given it to his center. You're effing the team over. That's a bigger deal than it sounds. To go to a strip club and take pictures with strippers. And you're the franchise quarterback. So you wonder why he got released. That's why he got released. This is now the second coaching staff that has said, we don't want anything to do with this guy. So I'm out on Dwayne Haskins. He will get at least one more chance. And we'll see if he blows it or not. He's going to have to basically put his head down, grow up, mature, and take his job seriously, and then get to the film room and become a genius quarterback, because that's just the off-the-field stuff. This isn't this isn't like Jameis Winston, Sam Darnold, Kaepernick. There's a long list of quarterbacks that kind of have stuff happen, whatever it is, but they keep getting opportunities because the athletic traits are there. Either they're really mobile, or they have a cannon arm, or they have had moments of brilliance. That's not the deal with Dwayne Haskins. He has a good arm, but he doesn't have a rocket arm. He's not a great athlete. He's never been good in the NFL. So even if all of the things go right off the field, which look like a minuscule chance, there's maybe even a smaller chance that he becomes a good quarterback. So I don't even know like what the upside is in signing him at this point, other than you potentially get a guy with a chip on his shoulder after hitting rock bottom. But if he doesn't respond in the first opportunity he gets, and he doesn't show up and impress the coaching staff wherever he goes, I think he could be out of the league next year and starting for, the XFL Defenders, my DC Defenders, in 2022.